नमस्कार, आप देख रहे हैं आज तक और मैं हूं आपके साथ निशान चतुर्वेदी। राफेल डील को लेकर सरकार ने आज फाइनल टेक ऑफ कर लिया है। राहुल के आरोपों से लेकर हर सवाल के जवाब के साथ रक्षा मंत्री आज सामने आई और कहा, देश हित में हमने डील की, देश की सुरक्षा का तकाजा है कि डील को लेकर कीमतें इस तरह बता नहीं सकते। तस्वीरें आपके सामने है किस तरीके से रक्षा मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमन उन्होंने अपना बयान दिया। रक्षा से जुड़े सौदों पर मामला संवेदनशील है। दसों ने एचएल के बने विमान की गारंटी नहीं ली। राहुल गांधी वर्सेस निर्मला सीतारमन, सरकार बताएगी कि अभी तक कितने विमान सेना को मिले। 2022 तक सारे विमान देश आएंगे, निर्मला सीतारमन का जवाब। ऑफसेट पार्टनर बदलने का फैसला किसका था? दसों ने एचएल के बने विमान की गारंटी नहीं ली थी, निर्मला सीतारमन ने कहा। कर्ज में डूबे अनिल अंबानी को कंपनी को ठेका क्यों दिया? हर एए के जवाब में आर, वी और क्यू।
डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ने कहा है कि प्रधानमंत्री जी को राफेल के नेगोशिएशन में इंटरफियर नहीं करना चाहिए। यह बहुत बड़ा सवाल है। क्या ऐसी कोई फाइल नोटिंग है जिसमें डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री के अफसरों ने लिखा है कि प्रधानमंत्री को राफेल के नेगोशिएशन में इंटरफियर नहीं करना चाहिए? ये बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है, इसका भी जवाब प्रधानमंत्री जी दें।
The deal only reached a deadlock in 2014. From 6 when the SQRs were issued, and in 14 you leave the government without anything bought. The sense of urgency, the neighborhood. I'm being reminded that we don't need to talk about the neighborhood. All of us know about it. Oh, all of us knew about it. Did you do something about it? Did you do something about it?
Of saying something about our Prime Minister that was mentioned by the President of France, I would like to clarify those two statements because yes. I would like her to be very clear about what happened. I stated in the House that in ex-President Macron, when he had come to Delhi, sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Please.
I apologize. I make mistakes. I'm not like His Highness, Royal Highness, who does not make mistakes. And yes, he is the current president of France, Mr. Macron. In a conversation with him, I asked him the question whether the secret pact signed with the government of India included the price of the Rafale aircraft. And I also stated to him, as part of the question, that I found it very surprising that please let me
This will not allow. No, listen to it.
And I stated in that conversation that it was surprising to me, मुझे आश्चर्य हुआ कि जो पैसा हिंदुस्तान की जनता का है उसके बारे में हिंदुस्तान की जनता को ही नहीं बताया जा रहा है. And in response, President Macron answered, price is not a part of the secret pact and you are welcome to say this publicly. That was the conversation.
Okay.
Now there was another statement made by ex-president, not current president, ex-president France, whose name is Mr. Hollande. I don't know how to pronounce it. कैसे कहते हैं? होलांडे. वो अरुण जेटली जी या प्रधानमंत्री अच्छा बता पाएंगे. और उन्होंने कहा, don't worry, and let me speak. And President Hollande in a statement, अरे भैया बोलने तो दीजिए. And in a conversation, in a press conversation, the ex-president of France stated that Mr. Anil Ambani's name was provided to me by the Prime Minister of India and the government of India. Now, I said in the context of the conversation that is taking place in our country, and the context is that 30,000 crores have been stolen by Mr. Anil Ambani. I said in that context, Mr. Holland's statement is an accusation against our Prime Minister for facilitating that robbery. That is what I said.
Yes.
And my advice to the Prime Minister, humble advice to the Prime Minister was, Modi ji, kindly pick up the phone and tell the ex-president of France not to make these type of statements accusing you, if there is no truth to the matter. However, if there is truth to the matter, I understand that you will not make a comment about it and you will not mention anything to Mr. Holland. Those were the two statements that I made. Okay. Now, Defense Minister, I'm coming now to the second part. Yeah. Defense Minister said that we are accusing her. The frame she used was, you are accusing us. Madam, I am not accusing you. And I am not accusing Mr. Parrikar. I am accusing Mr. Narendra Modi. Let it be absolutely clear, you have done, other than try to defend a lie, you have done nothing. So I do not think that you are involved in the Rafale scam. I have no proof so far to say that you are involved, but I am very clear that the Prime Minister is directly involved in the Rafale scam, and I will tell you why. There are a couple of central questions. 3 रक्षा मंत्री ने कितना ढाई घंटा बोला? 2.5 घंटा बोला? अनिल अंबानी जी को ऑफसेट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिले? नहीं आती मुझे, नहीं आती। तो अनिल अंबानी को ऑफसेट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का सबसे बड़ा पार्ट मिला। वो अपने, खड़गे जी दिखाइए जरा अपना कागज, उसमें लिखा है, अनिल अंबानी जी का लिखा है, नहीं वो अनिल अंबानी वाला, डबल ए, वो उनका जो एनुअल रिपोर्ट था, ये नहीं, ये वाला, ये रिलायंस, ये इसमें लिखा है, अनिल अंबानी जी ने लिखा कि largest offset, key offset partner with Dassault, worth 30,000, largest offset contract in India. Life cycle opportunity estimated at 1 lakh crore rupees we have been given. And the defense minister did not mention his name.
Yeah.
आपने उनका नाम तक नहीं लिया. आपने एक बार नहीं बोला अनिल अंबानी का, आपने नाम नहीं लिया. क्यों नहीं लिया? और मेन सवाल यह है कि अनिल अंबानी को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कैसे मिला, किसने दिलवाया? और आपने 2 घंटे बात की, मगर आपने इसका जवाब नहीं दिया कि HAL से कॉन्ट्रैक्ट छीनकर अनिल अंबानी को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट देने का निर्णय किसने लिया? बैठिए, अरे वो प्लीज बैठिए। हमारा सवाल था कॉन्ट्रैक्ट।
जी आप बोलिए, दैट इज नॉट गोइंग ऑन।
डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ने बोला और उन्होंने अपने भाषण में,
जी
अरे यार बैठो यार,
मैडम प्लीज।
अब ये तो
डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ने अपने भाषण में क्लियरली बोला कि पुराने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को बदल के नया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट डेवलप किया गया। कि एक पुराना कॉन्ट्रैक्ट था और उसको बदला गया, नया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लाया गया। नए कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में अनिल अंबानी को हटाया गया, HAL को हटाया गया, अनिल अंबानी को लाया गया। तो हमारा मेन पहला सवाल था, अनिल अंबानी को लाने का निर्णय किसने किया? होलैंड जी ने कहा कि प्रधानमंत्री ने किया। हमने आपसे सवाल पूछा, आपने हमें जवाब नहीं दिया। दूसरा सवाल, L1 जो यूपीए के समय बिड हुई थी, उसमें राफेल का दाम 560 करोड़ रुपए था। आपकी डील में 1600 करोड़ रुपए हो गया। पहली बिड में RFP में बेयर एयरक्राफ्ट नहीं था, फुल कॉम्प्लीमेंट था। और ये यहाँ लिखा है, इन एडिशन टू वेपन्स, लॉन्चर्स, पाइलॉन्स वुड हैव टू बी प्रोवाइडेड, द रिक्वायरमेंट फॉर लॉन्चर्स इज कैलकुलेटेड एट बिलो। तो आपने ये जवाब नहीं दिया। आपने ये जवाब नहीं दिया।
ठीक है, ये चाहते हैं
कि प्राइस कैसे बढ़ा। तीसरा सवाल जो आपने बोला कि
आप बोलते,
तीसरा सवाल कि नेबरहुड बहुत डेंजरस है। अगर नेबरहुड बहुत डेंजरस है तो आपने 126 से 36 कैसे कर दिया? अगर आपको सही दाम पे 36 मिल रहे थे तो 126 क्यों नहीं खरीदे?
आई एम सॉरी सियाद।
तो ये मेन सवाल थे। अब मेरा आखिरी आपसे सवाल है, 2 मिनट में खत्म करता हूं। मेरा सवाल यह है कि रक्षा मंत्री ने एक्सेप्ट किया कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने इमरजेंसी के होने के कारण बाईपास सर्जरी की। उन्होंने कहा कि 126 वाली पुरानी डील को नरेंद्र मोदी ने बदला। कहा आपने कहा निर्मला जी। अब मेरा सवाल है, 8 साल की नेगोशिएशन, 10 साल की नेगोशिएशन चल रही थी। एयरफोर्स के एक्सपर्ट्स कर रहे थे, एयरफोर्स के चीफ, डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री के अधिकारी सब इसमें इन्वॉल्व हुए। उनका सालों का काम था। तो मेरा सिंपल सा सवाल है और मैं ये रक्षा मंत्री से पूछना चाहता हूं, मैं उनसे हाँ या ना का जवाब चाहता हूं, yes or no. And my question is very simple. When this bypass surgery was done by the Prime Minister, did the highest officials of the defense ministry object to this bypass surgery?
Yeah.
Did they make a statement or did they suggest to the defense minister, to anybody else, that the Prime Minister should not be bypassing the defense establishment? Can you answer my question, Nirmala Sitharaman ji, with a yes or a no? Thank you.
Okay. Thambi Durai ji, only one clarification. No, she will answer.
Only 1 minute I will take, madam.
Yes,
sorry.
Yes.
Defense Minister Nirmala Sitharaman spoke very well. 2 points I want to raise, because in her speech she said Augusta West, that dealing of that helicopter, was not given to the HAL company.
Okay.
She asked. Who finalized that deal of this Augusta Western deal? This has happened during 2003, I hope. That is Vajpayee period. He finalized and ordered that, what I learned.
She will reply.
I'm telling this one part. Afterwards, who has given the order is different. But the finalization, technical finalization, made it during that period. Then afterwards, because I want, as a member, I want to ask a letter. I may be wrong. Then afterwards, implementation maybe UPF government they would have done. I'm not denying that.
Okay.
But basic finalized at that time is the 2003, what I read in somewhere, that Vajpayee gave some clarification how this has to be, how much height, how many 4,500 meters it has to fly, not more than 6,000. Everything clear at that time. One second.
जो कि बड़ी खबर आपको बता दें, अनिल अंबानी पर कोई जवाब नहीं दिया। राहुल गांधी ने सीधे तौर पर यह कहा है, अपने सवाल पूछे, बोले अगर इतनी अच्छी डील थी और अगर 36 विमान में इतनी अच्छी डील मिल रही थी तो 126 क्यों नहीं खरीदे? हमारा सवाल अनिल अंबानी से है। पुराना ठेके को हटाकर अनिल को लाया गया, ऑफसेट पार्टनर क्यों बनाया गया अनिल अंबानी को?
And the context is that 30,000 crores have been stolen by Mr. Anil Ambani. I said in that context, Mr. Holland's statement is an accusation against our Prime Minister for facilitating that robbery. That is what I said.
Yes.
And my advice to the Prime Minister, humble advice to the Prime Minister was, Modi ji, kindly, Anil Ambani's name was provided to me by the Prime Minister of India and the government of India. Now, I said in the context of the conversation that is taking place in our country.
Yes, Minister. Yes.
Madam.
Yes.
Madam, first of all,
Yes.
I'll respond to the Deputy Speaker first
Yes,
and then
yes.
come to the air.
Yes. Yes.
Now the APC is going to be constituted.
Yes.
मिसेल और मिसेल का फादर भी था।
You go on. Please, now let
Madam,
her reply. Yes.
the Honorable Deputy Speaker.
इतनी अच्छी मिली है तुम्हें डिफेंस मिनिस्टर जो बोल रही है ताकत से, तो क्यों निशिकांत जी सही करते हो? बैठो चुप. She is speaking very well. She is doing.
Madam, the Honorable Deputy Speaker asked us about Augusta Westland. Was it signed during 2003, during Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji's time? No, I'd like to give you the picture. The signed contract with Augusta Westland International Limited, AWIL Limited, which is a UK company, was signed on February 8, 2010. Not during Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji's time, but no, madam, no.
I made it very clear.
No, I'll come, sir.
Let her complete. No, let her complete. Yes.
So, madam, so the agreement was signed in 2010. I'll come, sir. I can
Let
only
her
go
complete.
sentence by
Why?
sentence. Huh?
Yes.
So that's one thing. Then a pre-contract integrity pact, which are details, which is what on the Honorable Deputy Speaker is referring to. That was signed in 2008. Even that was done during UPA time. So it's nothing to do with NDA 1 under Vajpayee ji. Let's be clear. So thank you, sir. So that is one thing.
Yes, yes.
Second, he was right. He was right in expressing very good concern about HAL, and I'm grateful that he pointed out what I said and therefore asked the question. Yes, we are investing a lot. We are trying to make sure that the scaling up can happen for producing more Tejas aircrafts. We are giving them additional capacities, not just in Bangalore, but also in Nashik, also in Lucknow, and so on.
Okay.
Yes, we are trying to improve. Now, why couldn't we give the order? The question is, I want to answer it. The flyaway condition aircrafts, 18, which was what they wanted to get from France,
Yes.
in flyaway condition, was also not going to be built in HAL. All right.
Instead of the Reliance Group is a new company in the name. It's a financially doldrum company. That can be taken that. Therefore, you only explain that why can't you give that this to that HAL instead of the Reliance Group is a new company in the name. It's a financially doldrum company. That can be taken that. Therefore, you only explain that why can't you give that this to that HAL instead of the Reliance Group is a new company in the name. It's a financially doldrum company. That can be taken that. Therefore, you only explain that why can't you give that
This we left it as it is. Now in our case, for the rest, we have issued an RFP under the strategic partnership scheme or program through which whoever the bidder be will have to produce in India. It could be HAL, it could be any company, or it could be HAL, DRDO and anybody else. That will come out of the new RFP for the others, 110 or whatever number, 126 minus 36 will be now based on that RFP will be produced through the strategic partnership in India. So, Deputy Speaker, sir, that Make in India approach for the rest of them, other than the 36 which is coming under flyaway, like the 18 that you wanted to get from flyaway, will be manufactured in India, but the process is through a transparent mechanism of strategic partnership. All right? Sir, that is one set. Now, I want to answer the questions or clarification which Honorable Member Rahul Gandhi ji has asked. Now, I just want to highlight, Madam, yes, due to, I spoke for a long time, I thank every member of the House for the indulgence that they've given me, because it meant a lot. I needed to answer on every facts. I could have elaborated a lot more on offsets. I shall do that now because that has been raised as a question. The offset contract, Madam, under the Rafale agreement are governed by offset guidelines of the defense procurement policy of 2013. That policy is not made by us. That policy was already given to us as a result of the policy we framed in UPA. Now, as per the offset guidelines, the Defense Acquisition Council may prescribe varying offset obligations. It could be 30%, it could be 40%, it could be 50% in special cases. Accordingly, an offset obligation of 50% was prescribed for the Rafale. Not 30. We didn't stop it at that. We said 50%. If we buy for 100 rupees, 50 rupees worth you have to either procure from India or invest in India, and therefore then come and claim the credit. Now I want to tell you, Madam, 2 offset contracts were signed, one with Messrs. Dassault Aviation and another with MBDA on
that. Why can't you give that this to that HAL instead of Reliance Group is a new company in the name. It's a financially doldrum company. That can be taken that. Therefore, you only explain that why can't you give that this to that HAL instead of Reliance Group is a new company in the name.
आपके सामने बड़ी खबर, राहुल गांधी किस तरीके से आंखों से ये किसको इशारा कर रहे हैं। पहले यहां पर एक बार आंख मारी और अभी यहां पर, ये देखें आप, जो साइड में तस्वीर है, किसको विंक कर रहे हैं ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। हालांकि ये इस वक्त आपको बड़ी बात बता दें, बड़ी खबर यह है कि इस वक्त निर्मला सीतारमण संसद में ऑफसेट पॉलिसी के ऊपर बहुत बड़ा जवाब देते हुए, जिसको लेकर सवाल खड़े किए जा रहे थे।
Instead of Reliance Group is a new company in the name. It's a financially doldrum company. That can be taken that. Therefore, you only explain.
वक्त एक छोटे से ब्रेक का, आप देखते रहिए आज तक।
लेटेस्ट खबरों के लिए यूं ही देखते रहिए आज तक, और इस वीडियो के पसंद आने पर लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें।